right, y'all, take 3. Beer is already poured. This is a collaboration beer brewed by 21st Amendment and the East Bay Brewers of the Bay Area Brewers Guild. And it's an SF Beer Week beer. And unfortunately, I'm late to the game. Beer Week was February 1st through 10th. And it's the middle of October. But it has been a hectic year. I'm just catching up. So bear with me. Side note, pale ales and just like an IPA really should be consumed fresh within 6 months. So, you know, grain of salt and all that shit. But here we are. So this contains Admiral Pilsner malt, honey, dragon fruit, bittered lightly with Warrior, finished and dry hopped with Calypso, Eldorado, and lemon drop hops, and comes in at 5.9% ABV and 45 IBUs. So, that said, I also said in one of these other takes that happened that, as you can see from the wallpaper behind me, the house theme, decoration theme is skulls, and so I have a skull glass that I'm going to drink out of, which is not an official beer glass. So if you have feelings about that, don't share them with me. When I poured this, it was actually pretty heady. I'm surprised that it's all gone. I think it's only been 2 minutes. So there's that. This is a nice amber looking pale ale, which is, I think this is probably one of the darker pale ales that I've seen. And it's definitely hazy, has kind of an iced tea with lemonade look to it. And like I said, it did pour heady. It was actually to the rim of this glass. Also, nice to know that this glass holds 12 ounces. So, you know, that's sweet. I'm disappointed that the head has gone. In the couple of minutes that it has been open, it went from a distinctly bitter aroma to some fruitiness. And now when I'm smelling it, it's almost got a sweetness to it. And that might be the dragon fruit that's in there. Earlier there was, you know, the tropically, oh my goodness, tropical-like flavors of, you know, pineapple, hops, things like that. And now it has this really nice sweetness to it. Almost smells like juice. I don't know if you've seen my videos before, but when I talk about Doppelbocks or Bocks in general, oftentimes I say that they taste to me a little bit like grape juice, and this kind of has that aroma, which is also interesting. So, like I said, in the first couple of minutes that this beer has been open, the aroma has already changed a lot, and it's always interesting to me, you know, my first impression of a beer and then what happens when I actually have a taste of it. And I haven't even had a drink, and lots has already changed. All right, drink. When I read this, did I say Mother of Dragons? I don't think that I did, but now I'm hearing myself, I'm thinking about it, and I'm hearing myself saying Mother of Dragons. That would be really funny. Fruit of the Dragon. Okay, so this beer, my initial thought on its taste is that it smells like it did when I first opened it, which is definitely bitter, which I suppose out of a pale ale I would be expecting, but with how sweet it smelled, it was surprising. This is a very interestingly complex beer. It has all of the things I've already mentioned in its aroma, in the flavor. So it's got a distinct bitterness that reminds me of, I was going to say of a bitter, the style of beer, bitter, but not wholly, because I feel like bitter as a British style is different than bitter as an American style. So confusing on that. It has some sweetness and some fruitiness to it. It's definitely a pale ale, and it cleans up with a hop finish to it. I can get that lemon drop hops out of it, where it's like a citrus kind of finish. It also has a nice maltiness to it, which I think is where I'm getting that bitterness from. It's been a while since I've had a malty beer, y'all, because everybody keeps making IPAs. Here we are. What does this have? Calypso, Eldorado, Lemon Drop, Warrior. Interesting. This is a really interesting beer. I like beers that make me have to think a little bit about how I feel about them, I suppose. Lots of complex and interesting things going on here. I drank it 8 months ago when Beer Week was actually taking place, and I wish I could remember at this point my thoughts on it, because I'm curious what it tastes like fresh. Anyway, I love collaboration beers because first of all, there are so many great breweries in the immediate San Francisco Bay Area, and then even further if you go to Santa Cruz or even Santa Cruz and Monterey, and then up north where they're making some fantastic beers out on the coast side. Holy moly! I mean, that's where some of the world's famous beer comes from. And so these collab beers are a really interesting way to combine. I feel like most breweries have a style that they brew in. I don't mean a beer style, but all of their beers definitely taste like they're from the same brewery. And it's interesting to me when different breweries collaborate and make something new. That is where the magic lies, I feel like. So, cool. Thanks for the collab. Y'all should check out all these breweries. Just looking to see if there's anything else that's important. If you want some more information on this collab, you can check out sfbeerweek.org/collab, COLLAB, and you can check out probably the breweries that were specifically involved and, likely their thought process on it. So if you're into collaborations, do that. Okay, so 8 months late to San Francisco Beer Week. My apologies, but that is Fruit of the Dragon by the East Bay Brewers of the Bay Area Brewers Guild. Again, at 5.9% and 45 IBUs. Really interesting beer. If you're into pale ales, IPAs, I think it's very drinkable. If you're tired of them, then let's all hope that there are some brown ales and some porters and something other than an IPA coming our way soon. Fingers crossed. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.